right, good morning, Chicago. I'm Adam Franklin here in the WGN Traffic Center. Crews staging for a fire at 79th and Ashland. Get you more on that in a second. Here's a live look outside of Michigan Avenue. Little hazy, little foggy there, but still wide open downtown. And an earlier crash, 55 inbound at LaGrange, now clear, but seen a slow pocket from Joliet to LaGrange due to that. The Kennedy outbound, starting to see a little bit of sun and haze. Inbound, building a River Road toll plaza. There it is. Real heavy near Cumberland as well. Now, Edens looks good this morning, and Eisenhower, just in the building stages, but still very good there. Stevenson building now with that crash at LaGrange, but that's been clear. And the Ryan building from 71st into the Circle. Bishop Ford, I-57 looked good this morning. That's a look at traffic.
A 62-year-old woman was shot to death this morning in southwest suburban Burr Ridge. Police have surrounded the parking lot of St. Mark Coptic Orthodox Church and preschool on 79th Street. A gray Cadillac in the middle of the lot appears to have bullet holes in the windshield. Investigators are speaking to a witness at this hour. So far, no one has been charged with anything. Now, the name of the victim is being withheld. Police are investigating how a 17-year-old boy drowned in a quarry in southwest suburbs. Tanya Francisco is in Bolingbrook with more on this. Good morning, Tanya.
Good morning, Courtney. We have learned that that drowning victim's name is 17-year-old Javier Vera. He lives here in Bolingbrook. Now, we are standing right out in front of the Elmhurst, Chicago stone quarry where the accident took place last night. It is locked up tight, so it still remains unclear as to how he got inside. Police say Vera was swimming laps across a part of the quarry that was filled with water with two other 17-year-old boys around 7:30 last night when he started to struggle. The other two tried to help him, but he ended up going under and never resurfaced. The Plainfield dive team was called in, and Vera's body was found about an hour and a half later. He was pronounced dead a short time after that at Adventist Bolingbrook Hospital. Now, the Will County coroner says an autopsy will be done later to determine the exact cause of death. Reporting from Bolingbrook, Tanya Francisco, WGN News.
Thank you, Tanya. Well, police are questioning a suspect for a sexual assault in the Loop. A man says he was sexually assaulted by another man in a park near Van Buren and Wacker late last night. Police arrested a suspect after the victim described his attacker. No charges have been filed just yet. 5 high school athletes in the far southwest suburbs are charged with sexually assaulting teammates. Kendall County prosecutors say the hazing started at Plano High School last football season and continued into the basketball season. The investigation started when a parent reported a child was held down in the locker room by a teammate and assaulted by another. The students charged are all under 17 years old and no longer attend Plano.
You've got a criminal sexual assault, an aggravated battery, unlawful restraint, literally penetration of a student who, after being held down in a locker room, is much above and beyond what we call a typical hazing incident.
All 5 defendants were released to their parents and are under electronic monitoring. They're due back in court next month. Bond court is expected today for a Madison man charged with murdering a man on the southwest side. David Twine was arrested in Arkansas days after the shooting, and that shooting happened back in May in Chicago's Beverly neighborhood. Now, police say Twine shot Kyle Arrington in the stomach. Arrington died about a month later. In Zion, the mother of a kidnapped baby is pleading with authorities to keep searching for her son, even though her son is believed to be dead. A Zion landfill was searched Sunday for the remains of 5-month-old Joshua Summaries. Searchers found nothing. The mother's boyfriend, Demetrius Thorpe, reportedly confessed he killed the infant and threw the body into a dumpster. Thorpe is now charged with murder. Joshua's mother wants an expanded search of that landfill.
She said she can't put closure, she can't put a memorial together until she has something.
Zion police have not said if there would be another search. The police chief said authorities did everything possible to try to locate the child, and it took a toll on those who sifted through the debris. A surveillance video may help police catch the men who broke into a home in Humboldt Park and brutally beat up the person who lives there. Now, this happened yesterday morning in the 2600 block of West Potomac. A neighbor says it appears the attackers followed the man home, broke in, beat him, and stole his wallet.
Saw the gentleman walking out of his residence with a large bandage, ice pack on his eye, making his way to an ambulance.
How did he look to you?
Looked like he was in pain.
That's really scary, and you have elderly people living here.
Now, the 30-year-old victim was treated at St. Mary of Nazareth Medical Center. For now, Chicago police are stepping up their patrols of the neighborhood. Investigators hope the neighbor's surveillance video will help them identify and catch these attackers. The Obama administration appears ready to punish Syria for launching a chemical weapons attack, but lawmakers could delay any imminent action. President Obama says the White House has concluded that Syria used poisonous gas to kill hundreds of its own people last week. His staff will brief congressional leaders about the evidence they have and military options. Now, the UN says it wants to wait and see what its team of inspectors in Syria uncover. But the president, making a case on the basis of national security, says Syria must be held accountable.
Well, I have not made a decision. I have gotten options from our military. I had extensive discussions with my national security team. Syria has one of the largest stockpiles in the world of chemical weapons. This is a volatile country in a very volatile region. We've got allies bordering Syria.
British support of a military strike appears to be weakening. Parliament is waiting for the UN inspector's report before authorizing military force. Well, a good start to the new year for Chicago Public Schools. First day attendance numbers are out, and they show nearly 94% of students attended the first day of class on Monday. Now, for the first time in 5 years, all CPS students started on the same day, along with an earlier than usual start a week before Labor Day. And get this beats the national standard, which is 92 to 93% attendance. But some CPS students were out of school yesterday. They joined parents and staff at CPS headquarters demanding a moratorium on school closures and charter school expansions. They also called for the immediate election of a new school board. Student protesters said it was more important to fight for their education than to be in class.
We don't have any AP classes, no honor classes, and I'm not getting a good quality education. I'm not learning anything.
I am boycotting today because Rob and CPS are giving us the runaround of education. If we, the students, don't stand up for our education and our beliefs, nobody else will. This is our education, and we need to fight for it.
Yesterday, board members approved a $5.5 billion budget, which includes cuts and layoffs at many schools. Well, police are investigating the theft of 8 air conditioning units stolen from the roof of the Southside Church and Community Center. Officials at Christ Universal Church noticed that the air was not working during Sunday services. A repairman later found the units gutted. The copper, inner parts, and compressors had been stolen, just ripped out. Church officials say they don't know how they're going to pay to replace the units, and they worry they might have to shut down.
They don't care. They have no fear. There's no concern. It's all walks of life. Things are happening in our city that never happened before. But why would you hit a church? Because if you steal from a church, you don't steal from me. But you steal from God.
Bishop Hall says each unit will cost $10,000 to replace.
Clouds this morning, then clearing for us. Some sunshine will emerge. A warm day today, a hot, humid day tomorrow, and then much cooler air arrives for early next week. Your 7-day forecast coming up.
WGN News at 5 has a job for you. Look for the job of the day and learn strategies to help you get hired. Jobs for you from Career Builder and WGN News at 5.
American Mattress.
The Labor Day mattress sale at family-owned American Mattress is big. How big? Get the Storebuster Serta Gel Memory Foam Pillow, only $19.99. Take home a special purchase Serta Queen-Size Mattress, only $189. Plus, purchase any iComfort or iSeries by Serta and get a free box spring, or take $1,000 off adjustable beds. And get $300 in bonus cash on any Tempur-Pedic mattress set. Plus 0% for 5 years. Guaranteed lowest prices and a 2-hour delivery window. That's the American way.
It gives you a tremendous sense of pride to own your own business.
We sell ourselves. We sell our name. We sell our image. We want that image to stick.
I'm always introducing myself. I'm always handing out cards.
Vistaprint allows business owners to more effectively and affordably promote their business.
The fact that we use Vistaprint to put our name out in the community in everything that we do just goes to show the level of confidence that we have in Vistaprint.
The easy-to-use tools and templates at Vistaprint.com make it simple to look professional and coordinate your marketing across everything from business cards to websites to postcards and more. See how easy with 250 of our most popular cards. Now new, improved, and still only $10.
250 cards. You can leave a lot of impressions with that.
I have about 20 to 50 business cards on me at any time.
Visit Vistaprint.com, and as an introductory offer, we'll cover the shipping for free.
I'm not sure there is much else you can do for $10 from a marketing standpoint.
Vistaprint.com.
A bit muggy out there this morning with some low clouds and some fog. 70 degrees right now in Sandwich. Areas south of the city in particular are starting off a little bit warmer. 71 degrees in Downers Grove, Flossmoor 71, 71 in Gary, 71 degrees in University Park. Winds are light and variable. You see the fog there in Harvard. 61 degrees, about 10 degrees cooler north and west of the city. 64 in Wadsworth, 63 in Waukegan and Mundelein, and 65 degrees right now in Algonquin. It's 70 degrees at O'Hare, 70 degrees at Midway, 68 degrees along the lakefront. We've got temperatures this morning a little bit cooler compared to this time yesterday morning. As a matter of fact, we've cooled off around 5 to 11 degrees compared to 24 hours ago. Dew points, though, they remain on the high side in the mid to upper 60s. So, again, a little bit muggy this morning. Winds light and variable. Where we do have a breeze, it's about 3 to 5 miles an hour. That's one of the reasons why the fog is formed. And it's thickest, especially north of the city. Visibility is down to about a mile in Waukegan, down to near 0 in Kenosha, about a half mile in Bartlett. At the airport, it's about 4 at Midway and 6 mile visibility at O'Hare, so not too bad there. So starting off with some low clouds and fog, that should lift, at least break up a bit as we get towards the middle, latter part of this morning. I think it's going to be a partly to mostly sunny day. It's going to be a warm day, but the worst of the heat remains just out to the west of us, where there's about 5-6 states that have heat advisories in some form or another, including western Illinois, parts of Missouri, much of Iowa, southern Minnesota, up through South Dakota. Some strong storms moving through parts of North Dakota have prompted severe thunderstorm watch and a few warnings up that way. That's all going to stay to the north and west of us, though. 63 in Marquette, 70 degrees here, 76 degrees down in St. Louis. So high pressure to the east of us, giving us that wind off the lake today. That'll keep our temperatures down a little bit compared to what's coming tomorrow. We've got a warm front that'll kind of nudge northward tomorrow. We're going to crank up the heat and humidity a bit tomorrow with highs getting up to 90 or above, it looks like. And as this front settles southward tomorrow into that hot, humid air, could touch off a shower thunderstorm late tomorrow afternoon. But much of tomorrow will be dry. However, there is a chance for some much-needed rain around here late tomorrow into tomorrow night. So highs today pushing well into the 80s, but the 90s remain to the west. Cooler lakeside today. Lows tonight, 60s away from the city, downtown, probably low 70s. And tomorrow's highs topping 90 degrees. Your forecast for today, clouds and fog, then clearing for us. Partly to mostly sunny this afternoon, warm and humid, 87 in the outlying areas, 78 degrees lakeside. For tonight, partly cloudy, mild and pleasant. Low 60s in the outlying areas, low 70s downtown. And tomorrow, hot and humid, 91 for a high tomorrow. Mixed with sun and clouds, maybe a thunderstorm popping up during the afternoon. Could see a shower early Saturday morning, maybe a shower thunderstorm later Sunday. Most of your weekend just partly cloudy and a warm weekend. 85 Saturday, although a little cooler lakeside, near 90 on Sunday. And feeling almost like fall next week. Labor Day, we slide back to 78 for a high. Some sunshine Tuesday and Wednesday as well, with highs in the 70s. I'm meteorologist Tim McGill with your weather on the ones from the WHM Weather Center.
All right, thank you, Tim. Getting word of a crash now on the inbound Kennedy at Sayre with 2 left lanes blocked, a few cars there. Get you more information. And as soon as we get more, there's a look outside of Michigan Avenue. Really foggy down there. We're going to take a fly through the inbound side of the Stevenson. Earlier crash right here at LaGrange is now gone, and the delays are not bad there. But as you head inbound there, right around now, first, I should say, all the way in, almost to 90 there, you are slow to Pulaski, at least on the brakes, slower than 22 miles an hour. So Stevenson might be the worst of it this morning, although a lot of the other roadways are building now. Kennedy inbound really heavy near the River Road Toll Plaza and all the way in there till Canfield. On the outbound side, about 30 out to the airport. Eden's building this morning, and the Eisenhower just in the building stages.
The Poncherelli Group will pay almost $7 million to settle a lawsuit over a deadly crash involving one of its tour bus drivers. 2 years ago, David Soto drove the bus that hit and killed 26-year-old Justina Palka in a crosswalk at Illinois and Columbus. Video surveillance confirmed that Palka had the right-of-way. She had the green light when the bus turned and ran her over. Soto says he didn't see Palka, but Soto later tested positive for cocaine use, and he had 20 previous traffic tickets on his record. A former top aide to Todd Stroger is facing at least 6 years in prison on charges of money laundering and bid rigging. Prosecutors say 44-year-old Carla Oglesby stole several $100,000 through bonus contracts and kickbacks. However, the judge acquitted Oglesby on charges of official misconduct of organizing a financial crime enterprise. Stroger has not been accused of any wrongdoing. Oglesby remains free on bond. Chicago fast food retail workers will join a nationwide strike today. Hundreds of workers will walk off the job later this morning and hold a rally this afternoon at Federal Plaza on Adams. They're demanding the federal minimum wage be raised to $15 an hour, saying the current $7.25 hourly wage just isn't enough to live on. They also want to form unions without facing retaliation from franchisees or their parent company. And Six Flags Great America will have a new roller coaster for next year that will break 3 world records. The new ride is called Goliath. It will be the fastest wooden roller coaster, reaching top speeds of 72 miles per hour. The ride will also have the tallest drop of 180 feet and steepest drop of 85 degrees for a wooden roller coaster. Construction will begin this fall, and the ride is expected to be ready when the park opens next spring. Coming up this morning on CLTV, a famous Hollywood couple may soon call it quits, and the big star coming to Miley Cyrus's defense after her bizarre VMA performance. Stay with us.
Shop American Sale, America's #1 home recreation and holiday store. Hurry in this weekend for tremendous end-of-season savings store-wide. Choose from hundreds of patio sets in stock, plus save an extra 10% on display floor models. There's still time for outdoor fun with a wooden play set. Select any in-stock backyard adventure set and get an additional 10% off the lowest sale price. And don't forget, we deliver and install all over Chicagoland. So get to American Sale today and save. For the store near you, visit AmericanSale.com. If you're looking for inspiration, if you're looking for ideas, hurry into the grand opening of the new Floor & Decor store in Aurora, Naperville. Over 1 million square feet of quality tile, wood, and stone flooring. No one has a larger in-stock selection. Not in Chicago or anywhere else. Plus, we buy direct from the source worldwide to bring you the lowest prices every day. Floor & Decor. Visit our grand opening in Aurora, Naperville, Route 59 and 75th, next to Sports Authority.
I screwed up relationships, friendships, family, school. I knew I needed to change.
NYCASA empowers individuals to live a life without drugs or alcohol dependency through evidence-based programming that builds on individual strengths. NYCASA builds brighter futures for children, adults, and families. If you or someone you know has a substance use or behavioral health issue, NYCASA can help. Take the first steps to a healthier, happier life. Call NYCASA at 847-546-6450 or visit NYCASA.org.
Seems a lot of people are not happy with their cars. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Well, good news, Mr. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the Honda Summer Clearance Event, which means great deals from America's best value and most trusted brand. But the sale ends soon, so get here fast. Chop, chop. Put down the internet. Juan, I'm talking to you, man. Then your tweets can look more like these.
Get a great deal on a new car you'll love at the Honda Summer Clearance Event. But hurry in. It's ending soon.
WGN News investigations go beyond the headlines.
Who was at those packed gatherings, waving signs and demanding the schools be closed?
And get results.
We are attempting in this bill to address a variety of problems.
206 sick days taken by one judge in a year. Where's the leadership anywhere in this building? This is not the only questionable practice by the company.
WGN was looking out for you.
The citizens of Chicago should be concerned.
I'm outraged. It's a defamation of my character.
Mark Zapelsa reports. WGN News investigates.
Republican Governor Tom Corbett's filed a lawsuit seeking to block same-sex marriage licenses in Pennsylvania. Corbett's attorney says the licenses should be invalid because same-sex couples were barred from marrying just like 12-year-olds. That's based on a 1996 law that says marriage is between a man and a woman. The state opposes Corbett's efforts to defend traditional marriage. The county has issued more than 150 licenses to gay and lesbian couples since July. Newark, New Jersey Mayor Cory Booker is getting some big-name Hollywood support in his bid for U.S. Senate. Actors Ben Affleck and Matt Damon will reportedly co-host an event to raise money for Booker's run. The event will take place next month in Los Angeles at the home of billionaire businessman and Democratic fundraiser Ron Burkle. Tickets will range in price from $1,000 to $10,000. J.J. Abrams and Michael Eisner will also host the event. Jennifer Garner and Jerry Weintraub will also attend. The wildfire near Yosemite National Park is now 27% contained, and firefighters are using more than water to stop the spread. Fire crews are using bulldozers to make some open space that could keep the fire from spreading further. They then hose down anything capable of catching fire, so it doesn't.
Looks like they're doing pretty good now. We are. So keep our fingers crossed.
They're trying to keep it out of the north side of the North Fork of the Tuolumne, so if it gets into that north side, then Tuolumne City is really threatened.
4,000 firefighters are part of this effort. The fire has burned 187,000 acres.
5, 4, 3. We have ignition of the RS-68 engines. 2, 1, 0. We have liftoff of the United Launch.
A rocket was launched from an Air Force base in California yesterday that some believe is carrying a top-secret spy satellite for the U.S. Now, the government hasn't said much, but did admit it was launched to support national defense. Now, according to the Los Angeles Times, the 235-foot-tall rocket may be capable of taking pictures that can figure out a vehicle's make and model from hundreds of miles above.
Well, we started off with clouds yesterday, then we cleared up a bit. This is what it looked like last night from Weatherbuck Cameron, Crystal Lake towards sunset. A mix of sun and clouds there, and more the same today. Some low clouds and fog out there, a little thick in some spots, especially North Shore. Those clouds and that fog will lift and break up. We'll see our skies become partly to mostly sunny today. 86 or 87 for a high for most of us. Cooler lakeside, upper 70s there. Hot and humid tomorrow, 91 for a high with a mix of sun and clouds, maybe a thunderstorm late. Other than a chance for a morning shower Saturday or an afternoon thunderstorm Sunday, most of your weekend dry and partly cloudy. Warm weekend, 85 Saturday, cooler lakeside near 90 on Sunday. Then we cool off early next week. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy for Labor Day, 78. Beautiful weather Tuesday and Wednesday. Some sunshine, highs in the 70s. I'm meteorologist Tim McGill with your weather on the ones from the WGN Weather Center.
All right, thank you, Tim. Getting busy here in the WGN Traffic Center. First, we'll give you a live look outside at Michigan Avenue. You can see the fog really coming in there. Also want to mention a few crashes. First, Kennedy inbound at Sayre. We have 2 left lanes blocked there, causing huge delays. Always a tight spot as it is, so it's going to make it worse this morning. And on the Ike inbound at Wolf, we have a car fire. Looks like not sure of the lane blockage yet, but it really heavy from Tri-State to First. You can see it slammed on the brakes, so we'll get you more on that. Kennedy inbound, very heavy as well. And the Jane Addams River Road Toll Plaza just jammed in the background there. What a great shot. Beyond that, Edens looks good this morning, and just building travel times across the board. What was a really light morning is now turned into a very busy morning with a lot of crashes out there.
Are we too late?